Well, Bears fans, it is your host here. It is the Reister. And yes, I will talk about my social media accounts when this video is over. Now it is time for my quick introduction. I want you guys and girls to sit back, relax, put your feet up, grab some to eat, or grab something to drink. Or maybe, just maybe, you want to chill like a villain and hear my thoughts, my opinions on the subject. And of course, the link will be down below, or the article will be down below. It'll be strictly a link. You know why? Because I'll tell you why. You can read all the information more down below. There you go. Okay, now last night, sometime, I don't know when, they supposed to vote on like a bill to keep the Chicago Bears staying in Illinois, I think. I'm not really too sure all the darn details. I'm not very good of this kind of subject. I know it's Chicago Bears related, but in my opinion is nothing but flipping drama. Is it between Illinois or Indiana? Decisions. Also, before I show this article, I think Kevin Warren, who's in charge of this whole operation, dropped the ball. It really did. Okay, I know the McCaskies are very, very pissed off. I don't know if the McCaskies has anything to do with this. I'm assuming maybe McCaskies talked to Kevin Warren, says, say this, don't do this. You know what I'm saying? So this is a huge headache to all the Bears fans out there. Now I know the Bears deal at Soldier Field does not expire for a while, but it'd be nice if the Bears could make this official pretty soon and break ground very, very soon. That's why I use my hands, you know what I'm saying? So it's just a total mess. Let me just show you what I'm talking about. Right here, see? There is the stadium, okay? The smallest stadium in NFL today. That is very, very not a good thing. I was there, okay? In this version of Soldier Field, I was at the old one before the remodel, this one, okay? And just a total headache to all Bears fans, you know? It dies down with this information, then they bring it up once again. Now, they should have done with this deal a long time ago. They've been in talks for 3 years, probably going on the 4 already, you know? Now, the reason I want to bring this up again, because recently the Tennessee Titans finished their stadium with no issues. I know every city have, issues, blah, blah, blah. And they're going to host a future Super Bowl. And even Roger Goodell is kind of irritated with the Bears. I don't blame Roger Goodell because he wants the Bears to host a flipping Super Bowl in the future. But right now, it's like a flipping question mark. And hopefully, they do not say, you know what, forget this drama. We're just going to stay at Soldier Field permanently. If that's the case, that means they will never, ever host a Super Bowl in their stadium. They're only going to host a playoff game or an NFC title game in their stadium. Plus, another thing is they're never going to own their own stadium because the parks district do. So they got to keep renting it, or leasing it, keep reselling it. They should have been out of this stadium a long time ago. It was only going to be a temporary home. But now, since 1978, whenever they get out of Wrigley Field, they stay there. And it is okay, don't get me wrong, but it's the smallest NFL stadium. And you can't keep upgrading the stadium. I mean, you could tear the whole thing down from the ground, but most of it is like a flipping landmark. That's what you can't really do much, in my opinion, They try to put old on top of the new, and now it's all not very good design. It reminds me of the current White Sox stadium. It's not very pretty, you know. And I think in this one, they kind of rushed it. Now in this one, they're not going to rush it, but it's taking forever to make an announcement. You know what I'm saying? Like official announcement. We have the updates that the bill hasn't been passed, blah blah blah. It seemed like that if Illinois don't want the Bears to stay in Illinois, it seemed like they're gonna go to Indiana. And Indiana, I used to live out there not too long ago. Well, not in that location, but you know what I'm saying. And it's not a pretty sight to, like during a commercial or halftime, and you get a nice bird eye view of Chicago, downtown. You're not gonna get that if they're gonna decide to live in Indiana. You get all these oil rigs and it's just a lot of mess. And if they could fix it, but it's gonna cost them 3 times, 4 times as much. Look like a proper stadium. So it's just mind-boggling, Alton Heights, it tore down a while ago, right? The former racetrack, and I thought things are looking up, but that was on hold, and then they had to go through all this process, blah blah blah, And then once they get a new stadium, what's going to happen for season ticket holders? You guessed it, they're going to jack up even more, even they don't have a great season anymore. For example, they don't care. McCaskey, they don't care about winning. If they did care about winning a long time ago, then they won more championships since that the 85-86 season. You know what I'm saying? So they had a great thing right there, and they just blew the opportunity. Why the Bears can never be like the Dallas Cowboys back in the 90s, no offense to Cowboy fans, or the Patriots, how they dominate, like become a dynasty, or the Niners. You know what I'm saying, in that frame. But no, we won one championship, and then every offseason we lost key pieces, and then eventually we're crap because the Bears don't want to pay these key players anymore because they're getting older. So it's just mind-boggling, And then eventually the Patriots became a dynasty. Well, before the Patriots, other team became a flipping dynasty, and then the Bears are just typical Bears again. Anyway, follow me on Instagram, Twitch, Twitter, TikTok. All my social accounts will be down below for sure. Now, if you want to be part of my show, that'd be lovely. If not, thanks for watching this video and my old videos, and I'll see you guys Wednesday. Peace out. Bears, make a darn decision. I'm not gonna make these videos. I am, but not like daily about the Soldier Field drama. Okay, peace out. I'm out of here now.